Guys, the DBXLE is about to get some huge upgrades. I've got the Vitavon transmission case right here. This right here should stop the motor flex. On the stock mount, the motor moves a little bit. You get a lot of, it eats up the pinion gears fast. This right here should stop that, and it's listed up to 30 teeth. It can do a 30 tooth pinion gear. How awesome is that? And I'm getting a new front bulkhead. I believe the front pinion is actually blown out, and that was some of my skipping issues. This right here is beefy. I've already got the back one on here. That's nice. Now, as far as that pinion gear goes, all I was able to get real quick was a 22 tooth by Hot Racing. But still, stock is only 18. I'm going up 4 teeth, and this mod 1.5, that's big. Guys, we're going to get this on the table, tear into it. In the bottom left corner of the screen is the time. That's the time when we get this thing outside and start ripping stuff up. So guys, let's get this thing started. Let's get to work. Before we dig into this monster beast, holy moly, I got a lot of work to do. Before I dig into that, we're going to get these opened up and take a good look at them. First up, the transmission. This is such a nice piece. Now, look at this right here. That's your motor mount. Notice how it kind of goes at the up. So that way it gets the motor kind of up when it comes out. Get that bigger pinion gear on and get it stretched way out there. Look at the motor mount area. Look at that versus the stock one. It's almost twice as thick. Oh man, this is nice. The front bulkhead right here. Yes, it is different than the rear bulkhead. They look kind of similar in the package, but you notice it's got a little bit of case angle right there for the upturn on the chassis. So yeah, and it does come with a much larger inner bearing. I believe the stock bearing is what's toast on mine. Wow, this is just some beefy stuff. The 18 tooth is on the left and the new Hot Racing is on the right. That's a big difference. 4 teeth makes a huge difference. I can't imagine this thing on a 30 tooth. I want you guys to look at the wear on this before we get into it. You can see how it's actually mashing the pinion gear up. So hopefully that'll be cured with this new motor mount and all that. This is, I gotta tell you, from the stock pinion gear to this, woke it up. That to this, is this thing gonna be able to just take off and ride a wheelie? I don't know. Maybe with some heavier wheels and tires, but wow, this is gonna be awesome. Oh, and by the way, look at this. I finally got the new mount for that. Now, if you recall, the Beast 2000 servo, it's a little bit too tall. It pulled it a little bit, but it sits on there. You guys mentioned that it's not really a good thing for it to be sitting on the chassis, and you're right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to space it up right here with these 4 bolts. I'll put some longer bolts in it if I got to. I got plenty, but I can finally fix this. The way this broke was I smacked really hard and actually broke the arm. Broke the shock shaft to everything. The tire went back into here, and that's what actually broke the factory piece. So yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and get started on the transmission. Wow, so much better here. Look at this, and it covers everything up. Oh man, luckily for me, I checked those bearings. They're actually still good, so I'm good to go there. Yeah. Wow, this is kind of like some kind of a conversion for a gas, which, you know, the DBXLE started out as a gas vehicle, so yeah. Okay, time to get this into here. This setup here really houses the whole center diff, and it clamshells everything together just like that, so it just simply drops right in. There it is. Very nice. There is a little bit of movement in it. Just a little bit. If you have some shims as big as this, that'll fit these, you could actually shim this a little bit, but really that is not a lot of side to side because of just how big everything is. That's gonna be fine. Before I put this in, you won't need this anymore. You can take that on out. Look at where the spur is rubbing with the stock motor mount on the chassis. Wow. Well, one thing's for sure, it's not going to rub. It sits quite a bit higher in the chassis, and with the extended pinion the pinion size. Might be a little bit of a pain to get to that, but shouldn't be a big issue to get this thing up and out of here. I mean, it all comes out of one piece. So what I'm thinking of doing is removing this little bolt-in tray. I mean, this absolutely is a conversion piece. I never really realized it before, but I mean, I could take that out and get that down, because I believe it's all going to be up a little bit higher than before, but we may need that for motor clearance and all that. But for right now, I'm just simply going to go ahead and give it a try like this. So no front drive shaft is in it yet. That's because, well, all this has got to come apart. Yeah, all of it. I'm going to go ahead and start with right here, since I got to replace all that anyway. You can see where that plate ends, but you know it has to add some rigidity to the chassis, right? Yeah, so I'll leave it in for now. Maybe I'll take it out one day. But for right now, gotta take this loose, take the bumper stuff loose, take the steering loose right here, take the tires off, and then the whole front bulkhead should be able to come loose, and I'll be able to set it right here on the table without all this in the way and get to work on that. With all that out of the way, here's the bell crank, and I never realized it actually has bushings instead of bearings in the bell crank. Huh. All right, Losi, we got some bushings. It is out. Look at all this. It's a lot of beef. It's about to get beefier. With the bumper off, you can pretty much see what I got to take off, which I got to take these screws out right here, which take the shock towers loose. These right here, I'll get those out. They're in there pretty good right now. They should pull or pry loose. And then we should have the actual diff case and all that out. Got to get the sway bar off as well. So here we are. All right. I get to take these screws out right here. That'll take the sides off of it. Then I get to open this thing up and see. Hopefully everything is decent inside. Well, here we go. And there is some wear on it. It has skipped a few times. I mean, they're not destroyed, but I definitely got to clean that out a little bit. You can see some metal shavings in here. The bearings actually seem to feel okay, but you know what's nice? The Vitavon stuff. There's your stock bearings, right? That's your inner bearing for the Vitavon. Look at that. I'll pull these off real quick. You got to see the difference. That's the difference in bearings right there. Just look at that. Oh, man. Now, the outer bearing, which is not this one. Not that one at all. Got some shims there to mess with. The outer bearing is actually all right, so I'll probably reuse that unless I have another one in stock that's got the rubber sealed. But yeah, this right here should get it. And I've always been kind of suspect about this plastic flexing, you know, as well. So the Vitavon will take care of that. I'll go ahead and clean these up and put these back into the new housing and hope for the best on this. Now it's time to work on the beauty to get it ready to go in the beast. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I thought that was cool. Here's a diff. It did have oil in it. I am actually surprised. I mean, I hope it does. I added a little bit more 200K to it. I'll probably add a little bit more and then close it up and call it good. This is in place. I ended up using one of the shims under the pinion gear. Just one. So that got me set up pretty good. I got to take this back off and put a little lock ring on it. But ended up taking this off to look inside the diff, which I showed you guys. And I ended up using two shims right here. You can't go too much with it because you start interfering with this right here. But I got two in there and I got a really good mesh. So everything looks really good on that. And pretty much now I just get to grease it, which I'm going to grease the heck out of this thing. There's a lot of cavity there to hold a lot of grease. So it's going to get some grease. And then it's time to start reassembling with all that stuff over there. It is together and ready to go in. That looks so much cleaner up there. Look at that. Very nice. All I got to do now is put the bell crank on, get the servo in place, receiver, and out the ESC and stuff. And this thing is ready to go. Here we go, guys. Everything is in. Everything is locked down, ready to go. 22 tooth pinion gear on it. The Beast 2000 servo. I ran these batteries in the Creighton 8S. Did great. We're going to test them again right here on the DBXLE. This is a major amp hog, so this is really going to be a test for them. Wow. Yeah. This thing should be awesome. Let's get this thing powered up and outside. It's that time. Let's listen to it. Okay, it may not sound as good on camera as it is in person, but it's a lot quieter than it was before. Oh! Okay, I guess we're still on. I thought I already blew a tire. Maybe it was something on the ground. Whoa. Okay, this thing is a lot faster with the 22. I got better air control. Can already tell you that. Oh, I do got a tire coming loose. Dang it. Already blew a tire out on it. Let's see, I think it's over here. Yep, right there. Gotta go put that back in. Here it is. As you guys can see, I've already tried to glue this. I'm gonna put this on the back. That way it doesn't overspin as much. Well, apparently this tire is toast. And I'm not saying that's from the larger 22 tooth pinion gear. I mean, I have had issues with this tire before. Well, I guess I'm gonna put on a factory tire. A couple of those, and let's hope for the best. Guys, this is how it's going to have to be. Now, these are the factory tires. I do recall when I was running the factory tires up front and all that, I was having a little bit of a flop. They didn't actually blow up though. I found the reason. Foam, good and solid, good and solid. The foam is separated right there. So the foam literally ruptured inside and is further around. These two right here, luckily for me, they're actually good. Guys, if you're doing speed runs with these big fifth scale vehicles like this, what tires and what foams are you using to hold up? Because this 22 tooth is going to be a lot faster than the 18 tooth. So I may actually have to drive it a little easy. Wow, I mean, I do have a spare one of these now. Okay, let's see what we got. Whoa. If I throttle this thing all the way up, I'm gonna blow these tires out. If I throttle this up, they're going to go. You can hear them right here already. Wow. All that work, and now I don't have any tires that can take it. Oh, man. I mean, let's see here. I'm about to open that center diff up and fill that full of earplugs to try to keep that front end from over rotating the back. Let's go and give it a little air time. Wow. Wow. Holy moly. Dang it, guys. What a hard hit. ready to full throttle this thing. Wow, wow. Guys, I apologize for that drive. I thought I'd get more out of it, but apparently these tires, that particular tire I had on there, really didn't like the speed. When I went from the stock, I believe it was a 15-tooth pinion gear to the 18-tooth, it woke it up. This woke it up again. So, and these batteries, they got some punch. They got some punch. So, like I commented in the video, you guys that take these things to insane speeds, you guys that run real fast, do I need a set of Proline Badlands and the wider hexes to make them fit? Is that what I need to keep alive on this thing? Or you guys comment down below, because apparently I got to get some tires that can take it. I'm not all that well versed in the fifth scale world. But anyway, the Vitavon stuff, flawless. I've got to take that transmission out and get to that center diff again. I got to go ahead and pack that with earplugs to try to keep something close between these two, because I do want to take this thing out for a speed run. I'm totally interested in it. My yard isn't big enough for this thing on a speed run. I need a big open field. Got to have some room to run. So I got to get that done. That'll be a whole different video showing all that. But biggest thing, I need tires. Anyway, guys, in that description down below, I will put a link to all the Vitavon stuff that I've got, including some knuckles and hubs. I actually got those, but I just didn't have enough time in this video to get it all in there. So that'll be coming. But hey, that thing is awesome. That thing is awesome. The Beast Servo, phenomenal. This thing is turning into a real seriously beastly beast. Yeah, so guys, sorry for the drive being so short, kind of lame. Sorry about that, but in that description, I'll put all those links to everything. So guys, make sure you check the description, use those links, make sure you're subscribed, and thank you all for watching. Guys, if you like what you see, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell. So, in the description, there's a link to become a channel member. If you want to become a channel member, it's a very simple $2, $5, $10, or if you really got some money, $25 a month. It's a simple way to support the channel. So, get that, and I am doing monthly giveaways for members only, so you might want to consider it. So, guys, use those links. Make sure you're subscribed. Thank you all for watching.